It takes courage to believe you have the power to shape your reality. For many people, that single act of believing stands as the first step toward true transformation. In today's world, we often hear about manifestation and the power of the mind. Yet beneath all the buzz, there exists a genuine synergy of heart, thought, and action that can reorder your entire life. You are not a passive observer. You can become the architect of your destiny. No matter where you are on your path, whether you're longing to achieve a new career milestone, experience fulfilling relationships, or reclaim your health, there is an undercurrent of possibility waiting to be tapped. The key often lies in recognizing that your inner world greatly influences the experiences unfolding around you. This is more than wishful thinking. It's about understanding that your habitual thoughts, emotions, and beliefs set the stage for what you attract, choose, and even tolerate in daily life. Deep inside your heart, you carry a set of desires. Call them dreams, goals, or personal missions. Sometimes these desires feel so grand that doubt tries to creep in, telling you that you're not worthy or capable. Yet, the fact that you can imagine a better life means there's a part of you ready to embrace it. The journey begins when you consciously decide to nurture that seed of desire by aligning your beliefs, emotions, and actions. What we explore here is the science behind how these principles come to life. But science doesn't always mean equations and labs. It also refers to the repeatable, predictable patterns that occur when you change your internal climate. When you shift from self-criticism to self-acceptance, something remarkable happens. Doors open, opportunities present themselves, and synchronicities appear with surprising frequency. Over and over, people discover that when they heal internally, the outside world begins to look a whole lot brighter. Today, let us delve into the heart of manifestation and success. We'll explore the power of desire, the necessity of clearing old, limiting beliefs, and the profound impact of affirmations. We'll talk about bridging the spiritual with the practical, trusting the process while also taking real-world steps forward. And we'll see how modern perspectives on energy and emotions show us that our mindset matters far more than we usually think. Take a moment to open your mind. Let go of the urge to find fault or cling to doubt. Instead, hold on to the possibility that you are more powerful than you've ever imagined. By the end of this exploration, you might just see how your own thoughts, words, and feelings have a direct influence on the life you lead. Let's begin the journey by looking at that foundational spark, the seed of desire. Every manifestation journey starts with a glimmer of longing. You might feel it in your chest whenever you think of a better tomorrow. Maybe you want to be free from financial stress or discover a calling that resonates with your soul. Perhaps it's a quiet longing for deeper peace or a desire to heal an emotional wound. Whatever it is, that spark carries power. It's the starting line for the change you wish to see. Desire, in its purest form, is not a selfish impulse. It's a signal that something within you recognizes your inherent right to growth and expansion. Think about nature for a moment. A seed planted in the soil yearns to become a flower or tree. It pushes through the darkness, straining to reach sunlight. Desire in your own heart works the same way. When nurtured, it propels you toward your highest potential, moving you from a place of stagnation to one of purposeful action. Yet, it's easy to judge ourselves for wanting more. Maybe you've heard messages telling you to be content with what you have, or that dreaming big is unrealistic. These voices can make us suppress genuine aspirations. But when you silence your inner callings, you create dissonance in your spirit. The real question is, can you allow yourself to believe you deserve the outcomes that you seek? Honor your yearnings by giving them space to breathe. If you've been tamping down a vision for a new career or a healthier body, try acknowledging it openly. You might say, I welcome my desires. They are guiding lights, showing me where I can grow. Notice how this affirmation feels in your body. Does it spark warmth or a sense of relief? That feeling is the energy of creation taking root. Desire also sets off a chain reaction within you. Once you admit you want something, your mind begins to scan your environment for clues and opportunities related to your goal. This phenomenon is akin to the blue car syndrome. The moment you're interested in buying a blue car, you start spotting them everywhere. Likewise, when you consciously tune into your desire, you become more receptive to ideas, people, and pathways that support it. As we continue, remember that desire is the engine that drives manifestation. It stirs your emotions, which fuel your thoughts. In turn, those thoughts influence your actions, and your actions guide your results. Rather than shrinking back, give yourself permission to dream. After all, the only difference between a dream and reality is the consistent, focused energy you invest in it. Next, we'll look at one of the biggest obstacles you must overcome to keep that engine running: hidden resistance. Even the brightest dreams can feel blocked by the shadows of self-doubt, guilt, and fear. These subtle yet potent emotions tend to hide deep within, shaping our attitudes and derailing our progress without our conscious awareness. Think of them as static that interferes with a clear radio signal. Your desires might be broadcasting perfectly, but the interference keeps you from tuning in fully. Many of these beliefs form early in life. Perhaps someone told you that success comes only through hardship, or that you're not enough in some way. You may have internalized criticisms, making them part of your identity. Over time, these negative loops play in the background of your mind like old tapes, telling you that you can't, you shouldn't, or you don't deserve better. It becomes challenging to accept abundance or love when a part of you clings to the narrative that says, I'm not worthy. The first step in releasing this hidden resistance is becoming aware of it. When a limiting thought surfaces, I'll never be able to do this, pause and question it. Is that belief absolutely true, or is it a relic of past conditioning? Often, merely recognizing such thoughts as old programming loosens their grip. You might reflect, this is an old story I used to believe. Now I choose a new perspective. A helpful exercise involves pen and paper. Write down your most persistent negative beliefs about yourself, those things you're almost afraid to admit thinking. Then counter each belief with a positive statement grounded in compassion. For instance, if one of your hidden beliefs is, I always fail at new ventures, your counter-affirmation might be, I am growing, learning, and capable of succeeding in new endeavors. This simple practice brings unspoken fears to light, where they begin to lose their power. Mirror work can also be transformative. Stand before a mirror and speak kind truths directly to your reflection. It can feel uncomfortable at first, especially if shame or doubt linger. but consistently affirming words like, I am worthy of success, I am loved, allows you to confront old narratives head on. As you practice, notice how the tension in your body shifts. Your shoulders may relax, and you might sense a gentle warmth in your chest as you accept these uplifting beliefs. Remember, you're not erasing these limiting beliefs overnight. You're replacing them. With steady, loving repetition, the mind grows more familiar with supportive thoughts, making negativity feel out of place. Removing hidden resistance is much like clearing debris from a path. Once it's removed, your progress toward your goal flows more easily. In the next section, we'll go deeper into how daily affirmations reinforce this new mental landscape and keep you aligned with the vision you hold dear. Your words carry energy. Each statement you whisper to yourself plants a seed in your subconscious mind. If you constantly say, I never get it right, I'm always behind, you water the seeds of doubt and frustration. However, if you begin to say, I'm learning each day, my growth is unstoppable, you plant seeds of perseverance and hope. This isn't about denying reality. It's about nurturing a mindset that opens doors rather than slamming them shut. Self-talk is a conversation you have daily, often without realizing it. You might wake up and immediately think, ugh, I'm already tired, or there's so much on my plate. These thoughts may feel normal, but they subtly shape how you approach your day. On the other hand, greeting the morning with an affirmation like, I choose harmony in my thoughts and actions, can gently shift your entire emotional tone. Affirmations are especially potent when spoken aloud. You transform a fleeting thought into a resonant vibration, reinforcing its impact on your mind and body. Imagine the difference between quietly thinking, I am worthy, and standing tall, looking yourself in the mirror, and audibly stating, I am worthy of wonderful experiences. The second method engages more senses, sight, sound, and even the tactile sensation of your own voice, making the statement feel more real. The key to effective affirmations is repetition. Much like learning a new language, your mind thrives on constant reinforcement. One approach is to select a few short, powerful phrases that resonate with your specific goals or challenges. You could choose, I am ready to receive all the good meant for me, or every day I grow more confident in my abilities. Repeat these phrases multiple times throughout the day, in the morning, during lunch breaks, and before you go to bed. Over time, these statements become internal truths, guiding your emotions and choices. You can also integrate affirmations into simple routines. For instance, if you enjoy journaling, begin each page with a positive statement. Or, if you practice gentle stretching or yoga, dedicate each pose to a particular affirmation. Feel free to get creative. Maybe record yourself speaking your affirmations and listen to them in the car, or write them on sticky notes placed around the house. The idea is to surround yourself with empowering words until they become second nature. As you shift your self-talk, you'll notice changes in your emotional state. Negativity may arise less frequently, and when it does, you'll more readily recognize it as an outdated pattern. You'll also start to perceive possibilities and creative solutions where you once saw obstacles. This is not simply thinking happy thoughts. It's systematically updating your mental programming to support, rather than hinder, your journey. Next, we'll explore how to blend these internal shifts with practical, real-world action. Because manifestation flourishes when inner alignment meets outward steps. Real transformation happens at the intersection of faith and effort. You may have a crystal clear vision of the future you want, supported by confident affirmations and a heart open to possibility. But if you never step forward, never apply for that new job, never make that phone call, never sign up for that class, your vision remains a dream floating in the ether. Manifestation is about merging spiritual alignment with tangible physical steps. Think of it like planting a garden. Your intention to cultivate beautiful flowers is crucial. You imagine the vibrant colors. You affirm, "My garden will flourish," and you hold a loving energy while standing in the yard. Yet unless you till the soil, sow the seeds, and water them regularly, those flowers won't appear. The spiritual aspect sets the tone and direction. The practical aspect applies the necessary action to bring that vision to life. Sometimes people swing too far in one direction, focusing only on spiritual methods, like visualization and affirmation, while neglecting real-life tasks. Others rely purely on hustle and grind, forgetting the importance of aligning their mindset, beliefs, and emotions. True manifestation occurs when these two forces unite. You trust that the universe is conspiring in your favor, and you also do your part to cooperate with that cosmic support. This balance doesn't need to be stressful. In fact, it's about learning to flow. If you feel an intuitive nudge that says, "Call this person for advice," follow it promptly. If a sudden opportunity arises that seems to align with your goals, explore it with an open mind. People often report surprising coincidences, such as meeting the right mentor at just the right moment, when they are actively engaged in both the spiritual and the material realms. One effective practice is to start each day with a short prayer or meditation in which you mentally set your intention for the next 24 hours. It might be as simple as, "Today I move forward on my path with clarity and grace. I trust that I will know the best steps to take, and I take them with courage." Afterward, list one or two concrete actions that will advance your goals. Whether it's updating your resume, scheduling a networking lunch, or dedicating time to hone a skill, each small, purposeful action fuels the momentum of your broader vision. Notice how trusting your worthiness influences your willingness to act. When you deeply believe you're capable of success, you become more proactive and less hesitant. This synergy creates an unstoppable force. Instead of passively hoping for miracles, you live in a way that invites them. Up next, we'll dig into the energetic components behind your emotions and how they shape your experiences, building further on this foundation of balanced effort and faith. Emotions are the fuel that power your manifestations. They're not random bursts of feelings. They're waves of energy that carry information about your inner and outer worlds. When you're excited or joyful, you radiate a magnetic force that can attract supportive people, ideas, and opportunities. Conversely, prolonged states of worry or anger send ripples of resistance that make it tougher to bring your dreams to life. Think of it this way: each emotion vibrates at a certain frequency. Love and gratitude often feel light and expansive, while fear or jealousy can feel heavy and constricting. Although it might sound mystical, there's growing research in fields like neuroscience and psychophysiology showing that our mental and emotional states affect physical well-being. and can even influence the outcomes we experience. You might have heard stories of individuals who, through consistent positivity and belief, seem to recover from illnesses faster or navigate tough circumstances with grace. Breathing techniques can help you become aware of this internal energetic climate. A simple exercise is to inhale deeply for a count of 4, hold for a moment, then exhale for 6 or 8 counts. As you do so, visualize yourself releasing any emotional static. This practice calms your sympathetic nervous system, which triggers fight or flight, and activates the parasympathetic nervous system, which promotes relaxation and healing. Even just a few minutes of mindful breathing can shift you from a place of anxiety to one of serenity. Visualization is another powerful tool. Picture yourself inside a sphere of warm, comforting light. Imagine it expanding around you with each breath, softly pulsing at the rhythm of your heartbeat. Envision that light carrying qualities like compassion, confidence, or resilience, whatever you need most in this moment. This mental image engages the senses, encouraging your body to respond as though you're truly enveloped in a nurturing environment. How does this tie back to manifesting success? When you consciously manage your energy and emotions, you become more intentional about what you bring into your life. Moments of frustration or negativity still happen. They're part of being human, but they no longer dominate your internal landscape. By grounding yourself in emotions like gratitude, hope, and self-love, you raise your default setting to a higher frequency, making it easier to spot and seize opportunities that resonate with your goals. No matter your current emotional baseline, it's never too late to shift the dial. Start small. Identify one uplifting emotion you'd like to experience more frequently and devote a minute or 2 each day to fostering it. Over time, you'll notice subtle changes in how you speak, how you carry yourself, and how you interpret life events. This sets the stage for lasting transformation, which we'll explore next by focusing on the power of everyday habits that make these energetic shifts a permanent fixture in your life. Real change doesn't rely on grand, once-in-a-lifetime gestures. It thrives on small, consistent actions woven into your daily routine. Just as water wears down rock over time, each positive habit, no matter how modest, gradually reshapes your inner and outer realities. This is especially true when you align habit formation with conscious intent. Imagine for a moment you decide to incorporate a few minutes of gratitude practice into your morning routine. As soon as you wake up, instead of grabbing your phone, you take a deep breath and list 3 things, big or small, that fill you with appreciation. Perhaps you're thankful for a comfortable bed, a supportive friend, and a new opportunity at work. That one gentle habit has the power to prime your mind for an optimistic day, making challenges appear more manageable and victories feel more meaningful. Throughout the day, other small habits can fortify this positive framework. For instance, pausing for 30 seconds before you respond to an upsetting email can help you choose words from a place of calm rather than anger. Drinking water at set intervals can be a subtle reminder to also refresh your mindset, letting go of any mental chatter that doesn't serve you. Even a quick midday affirmation, "I am aligned with my higher purpose," can turn an ordinary lunch break into a rejuvenating moment. The secret is to identify habits that resonate with you personally, rather than blindly copying what someone else does. If you thrive on writing, then journaling each evening could be your anchor. If you love music, playing a favorite uplifting track first thing in the morning might bring you joy. Tailoring your routine to your strengths and passions allows you to integrate new behaviors smoothly, increasing the likelihood they'll stick. Consistency is the magic ingredient. The more you engage in a habit, the more it becomes second nature. Over time, these small routines accumulate enormous impact. Your mind starts to expect these moments of gratitude, affirmation, or calm reflection. Instead of the old patterns of stress or negative self-talk, you naturally lean toward the habits that uplift you. Remember, you're not aiming for perfection. Life will always throw curveballs, interruptions, unexpected duties, or emotional upheavals. What matters is returning to your chosen habits as soon as you can. Each time you do, you reaffirm your commitment to growth. Step by step, day by day, you are engineering a lifestyle that vibrates with positivity, focus, and a sense of purpose. So, whether it's a single minute of journaling, a daily walk in the fresh air, or a short mantra you repeat before eating, realize that these small gestures carry big power. They create the bedrock upon which your grandest dreams can stand. In the next section, we'll explore how broadening your concept of abundance, from just material gains to an overall state of fulfillment, can further enhance your manifestations. Often, when people hear the word manifestation, they think of money, luxury, or high achievement. While there's nothing wrong with wanting financial stability or professional success, true abundance transcends material gain. It includes emotional well-being, spiritual harmony, meaningful relationships, and a sense of contribution to something greater than yourself. When you view abundance through this lens, success becomes a whole life experience rather than a single metric. Reframing your definition of abundance can be surprisingly freeing. Instead of measuring how far you've come by the number of zeros in your bank account, you start noticing simpler blessings. The warmth of the morning sun, the sound of laughter, the comfort of a supportive friend. These become daily miracles that feed your soul. As you become more aware of these non-material riches, life feels richer overall. Ironically, this mindset often invites more opportunities for financial or career advancement because you're radiating a grateful, open energy. One way to enhance this shift in perspective is through purposeful reflection on the intangible wealth you already possess. Take a few minutes each week to write down things you've experienced that money can't buy, like a moment of genuine connection with a loved one, or the insight you gained from a challenging situation. By regularly acknowledging these gifts, you train your mind to see the abundance that already exists in your life. Another aspect of genuine abundance is generosity. When you share your time, knowledge, or resources with others, you reinforce the idea that there's more than enough to go around. This doesn't require grand gestures. Even a kind word, a listening ear, or a small donation can shift your internal frequency from scarcity to abundance. Such acts not only benefit others, but also remind you of your own capacity to make a positive impact. You can also use affirmations specifically tailored to this broader definition of abundance. For example, I embrace the flow of love, prosperity, and joy in my life. Or, my life is filled with blessings that cannot be measured in mere numbers. As these words sink deeper into your consciousness, you'll find yourself noticing fresh opportunities and experiencing gratitude for the good things already present. Ultimately, abundance is a state of mind that ripples outward, influencing how you approach each day. When you recognize your life as inherently rich, filled with relationships, talents, perspectives, and moments that uplift you, you radiate a calm confidence. This outlook amplifies your manifestation power because you're no longer fixated on what you lack. You're focused on what you can create and share. As we move to our concluding thoughts, keep in mind that the most profound successes often stem from a heart that feels full, content, and ready to expand even further. Every journey of transformation merges the unseen world of belief and intention with the tangible realm of daily actions. You've discovered how desire, when honored rather than suppressed, ignites the spark for something new. You've seen that releasing hidden resistance creates room for self-compassion, and that affirmations, spoken with sincerity, begin to reshape the tapestry of your thoughts. You've learned that blending faith with real-world effort is the sweet spot where miracles can happen. Those seemingly chance encounters and timely breakthroughs that align perfectly with your goals. Your emotions, which are energetic forces, become allies when you consciously guide them toward love, gratitude, and possibility. Small daily habits, performed consistently, act like threads weaving a strong foundation for your dreams. And broadening your view of abundance ensures that your definition of success encompasses spiritual and emotional richness, along with any material gains. Now you stand at a beautiful threshold. Each insight shared here is a tool you can use to build the life you envision. The science behind manifestation and success isn't confined to textbooks or lofty philosophies. It's alive in your choices, your willingness to grow, and your ability to trust yourself. True manifestation occurs when belief and action dance together in harmony. When you honor your deepest desires, rewrite outdated mental scripts, and step boldly in the direction of your calling, you become an active creator of your reality. Close your eyes for a moment and breathe in the awareness that you are worthy, capable, and immensely powerful. Breathe out any remnants of doubt. Let the quiet sincerity of this moment imprint on your heart. Feel a gentle warmth that says, "Yes, I can do this." Every step you take forward, no matter how small, is a testament to that truth. As you move on from this video, carry with you a final affirmation. I am grateful for the unfolding of my highest good, and I embrace my role as the architect of my life. May this statement echo throughout your day and nights, reminding you that your journey is both sacred and guided. Remember, your thoughts, words, and deeds hold creative power. Use them lovingly and watch the world open to you in ways you never imagined. You are ready. Begin now. Embrace your inner strength and let the science of manifestation and success weave its magic through your everyday life. The road ahead is wide open, filled with possibilities that await your conscious, loving participation. Allow yourself to receive, to give, and to grow. Your best is indeed yet to come.